Hey, hey, yo, welcome to the Why Podcast, where why is always the question. And I am your host, your lady of the hour, Miss Celeste Dupre. And I hope that y'all please give me grace. I know it's been a while. I know that I've been stepping away, coming back and stepping away, but I am finding my footing. I definitely am, which is why I wanted to come and have this conversation with y'all today, which is why I am covering this topic today. I didn't want to start off too heavy, but I want to be honest when I think about, the passing of my late husband, who will never see the age of 38. He'll never go past 37. My sister, who had just turned 38, who will never go past the age of 38. My son, who will never be a year old. My nephew, who will never be 20. All of these instances of my loved ones that have passed on that didn't get to fulfill the beauty that they have within them, the glory, the gifts, it's like it saddens me. And then I sit with myself and I'm like, okay, and so what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? What are you not doing about it? And I can tell you what I feel that I'm not doing about it is being consistent with what the Father has called me to do, which is to be here, and I first started this podcast initially years ago, it was scary to me. And I just wanted to make sure that I had the correct topics that I wanted to cover. And then it's like the Father was like, listen, I'm going to give you the topics to cover. You don't worry about all that. You just get in there and you do this, And so I just wanted to come to you guys with my little show notes on my tablet, with the topic, why do we wait until it's too late? We don't have all the time in the world. We like to think that we do, but we really don't. We don't know the time of the hour of our ending. But I know one thing's for certain, and that is we will leave one day. And while we're here, the Father is to use this as a vessel, however that may look. So I wanted to start off with my first bullet point, that we falsely believe that we have more time. Yeah, I'm 20 years old. I got all the time in the world. And it feels like that when you're younger. It feels like that when you're a teenager. Like, woo, I'm in here. It feels like you have so much time, but we really don't know how much time we have. And it sounds so morbid. Like, oh my gosh. But it's true. It's as I'm walking through life and as I'm feeling everything that's going on in the world right now, and I'm seeing what's in the news and the media, whether it's mainstream media or, social media, it's like, dang, I don't know. You tell me, but I feel like we in those days. I mean, I'm just saying, right? Why do we wait until it's too late? We think we have more time. But the truth is, delay is a gamble. It's a gamble. And time is undefeated. Time will always win. But we don't have a lot of it. And it's interesting because even like I mentioned my loved ones, sometimes I remember I found myself like, did that life really happen? Did I really know them? And it sounds silly, right? Because that's how the mind can play tricks on you. Like, wow, that pocket of time of 20, 30, 40, however many years. I'm a year and a half older than my baby sister. So I had, 39 and a half years with her. About that. Wow. I met my late husband when I was 15 years old, and we were friends and, and whatnot. And before we had gotten married, but it's like, I only got 20 something years with him. Really? Right. We were best friends for like 7 years, married for 13. Yeah. So it's like, man, we don't have time is not all on our side, which is okay. We don't want to be here forever. Some of those may think this is heaven on earth. This is hell on earth. Listen, all I know is in the scriptures, he says he's going to bring a new heaven and a new earth, and that the wickedness that is here shall not prevail. That's all I do know. So we don't have all the time in the world, and that's okay. But what are we doing with the time that we do have? That's why I'm here today. Why do we wait to the end of it. Well, why do we think we have so much time when we don't? Another point I have is fear of change feels more dangerous than regret. Ooh. And for me, regret is like, I don't even want to sit here and bore you with oh my God, I should have been this. And I started it. I'm here now. And I'm focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm always trying to find a better way of doing it. It's easier to stay still than face the unknowns. For some people, I can't stay still. I like to go into the unknown. As like uneasy as it is, I do like to go into the unknown. I do. Because at the end of the day, if I don't try or give it my all, what did it all matter for? And what I mean is, I can hear when the Father speaks to me. And so I need to be used. I need to be used by Him because it matters for whatever reason that is. He knows. And sometimes I get a chance to see some of that fruition come where I was like, oh, snap. If I didn't do that, this wouldn't happen. And some of us have those revelations. If I didn't have that, at that moment, when I was called to do it, most people say something told me. It's usually the spirit of wisdom, the Father, not the universe, the Father, the Creator, that's telling you that you need to go over there and do that. And it's those moments in those pockets of time where it's like, thank God I was listening to Him. Thank God I followed through. We don't have all the time in the world now. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm sure there have been some of you out there that have probably escaped death in where it could have been a flip of a coin and it could have looked different. Where you wouldn't be standing where you are in this moment. So why waste it? Right? Why waste that time? We numb ourselves with routine. We're busy, but not intentional. And busy keeps us distracted from how unfulfilled we really are. I'm not going to say completely unfulfilled because I have a job that I really enjoy. Right now in this pocket of time, I'm enjoying it until I'm not. And that's just life, right? You enjoy something until you don't. So let's be honest with ourselves. I'm honest with myself. But this, I truly enjoy this. Which is why when I'm away from you guys and I'm not talking to the camera and talking out into the world to those who can use my insight and what it is, that my wisdom that I do have, at my big age of soon to be 42, it's like, why? What's the problem? And I've been doing this for years. I've always, and I know some of you also have had this, random people will come and ask for your advice. And it's like, God is walking with you because you give them the best advice. You're like, wow, let me take notes in the spirit, right? Let me take notes. Hold on. Because that wasn't even me. That was the spirit talking right there. Right? So this right here, I really enjoy. This fulfills the heck out of me. And I always tell myself, don't get caught up on what it turned into, what social media turned into. When I first started on YouTube years ago, that was almost 18 years ago that I originally started on YouTube. You can't find an old video. I didn't do this, my stuff. I don't even know what my name was anymore. I would love to watch those old videos. But the point of the matter is, it was just talking to the camera and uploading the video, and maybe somebody in the world can connect it. That's just what I'm doing here. Hoping someone can connect and hear this message. We can't get into a space where we think that we have the time to do whatever or nothing at all, right? We avoid emotional discomfort. Starting something real like that dream, conversation, or healing process requires facing yourself. And that can be scary for some people. I face myself in the mirror every single day. I'm talking to, what you doing? I'm going to tell you something right now. This is what I wear to work today. I'm going to tell you right now. My first instinct when I come home, take my clothes off, put my workout clothes on, go work out. But I'm like, hey, Celeste, you say you're going to come home, you're going to record your Why podcast episode, then you're going to get ready to go work out. I'm like, oh, snap. And I took my hat off and let me put everything back on because that's why I decided to do it. after work, I'm already dressed. Usually makeup's already done. I'm already looking nice for y'all. You outside, but looking nice. Nah, I get nice for me. But y'all can be a bit. Let me know if I'm cute. But yeah, no, we don't want to. Some people don't want to face themselves. That can be scary for others. Face yourself. What's really bothering you? Some people don't even know what's really bothering them. They don't even know why they're mad, why they have attitudes, why they're frustrated all the time. All the time, even if they're in traffic, they cussing everybody. Yeah, got that. Listen, the car gonna move when it moves. I mean, I know it could be irritating. It could be frustrating, but we've all been there. But it doesn't necessarily need all that. You're frustrated about something a little bit deeper, a little bit more unmotivating. You know, grief and loss are our wake up calls. Oh my gosh, we don't. We often don't move until something shakes us. But why do we wait for loss to value what we had? Oh my gosh. Y'all, that right there, when I was thinking about that part, I remember when my son first passed away. He only passed away once. Y'all, bear with me. I remember when my son passed away. It felt as though I was in another dimension walking somewhere. And this only has happened when I've lost my loved ones. And it's as though I can see the entire world for what it is. I can feel the entire world for what it is, and I can see it for what it is. And I feel invincible in those moments. Like, yeah, get that ish done. Get it. What's happening? Yeah. Like I literally feel in those moments that I could take flight and fly in the sky. It was an amazing, weird feeling because it's like, why did this feeling come on after I lost my baby or lost my husband or lost my sister or lost my nephew? Like, why am I in this reflective space that doesn't feel as though my flesh is there, but that I'm walking in the spirit? And I think it's because this aura that's around us that's like shaking us like, dang, they just, that could have been me. Or when's my time coming? Hold up. I thought I had all the time. Let me get busy. Yeah, we got to do that. We are impactful to one another. That's why it's so crazy when people are like gatekeepers or whatnot. It's like there's enough for everyone. And we're all different and we all have something to offer. And there's enough. So why hold things so close to your chest? It makes no sense to me. You know, we underestimate our own power. Sometimes we wait because we don't think what we do matters, but it does. You matter. Your time matters. Whatever you put into your life matters. What you want to do with your goals in life matters. It all matters to some extent. You know, I was talking to a coworker, and gosh, she was just like, "You're so wise." And she was like, "Man, you should. I can't remember what she said. You should proceed to say you should record yourself. You should record yourself." My friend always said, "You should record yourself when you talk." Because girl, when you talk, you just the wisdom that spews out of you. And I'm like, it ain't me. And I always say it's not me. I have to give, thanks to the Father because it's through me as a vessel that He's speaking through me in spirit. And my flesh is taking notes. Hold on, seriously. But what we can't do is underestimate what our own power is. We all have it within us. We definitely have to tap into it. We don't have to wait until someone has passed away to do it. Another is we think small steps aren't enough. So we do nothing instead. But progress is built on small wins stacked daily. Oh, that's talking to me. That was really directed to me. Because I know small steps make a big difference, but because I'm such a big leap type of person, I look over my small steps and I'm like, You see where I'm at? I'm saying every bit. You see where I'm at? I'm in my closet, y'all. Look, I'm pushing the blazers out the way. And it's okay. And I'm happy. I'm happy. This is making me so happy to just have pressed record and started filming, my episode again. My episodes. I got so many topics where I'm like, girl, yeah. I was going through topics. Oh my gosh, yeah, yes. What are you waiting for? Someone out there needs to hear this. It's the small wins. Remember that, Celeste. Remember that. So I'm talking to myself also. I'm talking to y'all, which is really cool because it's reflective, right? Hold me accountable. Somebody out there in my group, hey, hold me accountable. Hit me with a comment. So where you been? Mm-hmm. What you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me have it. Seriously. It's the small wins. And I'm happy right now to be making a small win. I really am. Because it doesn't have to be so massive and so extra and such a big, huge, giant leap. I'm showing up. I'm showing up for me. And I'm being productive and I'm not wasting time doing it. And I love that. And I'm excited about that. So my last bullet point is the lie of one day keeps us in place. One day is a date. It's a delay tactic dressed up as hope. One day I'm gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, one day. Yeah. Honestly, when I say one day, I really mean no. I'm getting this done. I have to come out of that one day. I have to say no. Today, 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 because it doesn't have a real date. One day needs to be right now. One day, today. Maybe I'll make a quote like that or something when I'm in my tips for a while. But one day, today, because we got to get moving on. Being used as a vessel, we got to get moving on. You know, exercising and showing our gifts to those around us. I mean, we're so interconnected. It's crazy because social media as a real thing, we learn from one another, good, bad, and indifferent. We learn from one another, and it's really cool. It's awesome. I was telling someone, like, I remember being 15 years old, working in the law firm, and the internet it wasn't what it is now, and it was like 1998. Well, yes, 1998. And I remember being at work at the law office that I was working at in the summer, and I was talking to somebody in India. That was like the highlight of my day, week, month, and year. Do you hear me? I mean, here I am still talking about it like 25, 30 years later. Not 30 years later, but 25 years later. That was a highlight. I'm like, yo, I was talking to the kid. I was like, hey, where are you? He was like, I'm in India. And I was like, what? What time is it over there? Because it was like 12 in the afternoon where I was. And I forget, he said like 3 in the morning, 4 and I was like, whoa, like what part of India are you in? It just was amazing. That was so cool. Today, these kids don't have no idea. And I remember going home and talking about it with my mother, my stepdad, my sister, like, y'all, I spoke to somebody in India today. Everybody was like, what? I was like, yes. It was like so fire. Those of us from the AOL, Bella, yes, it was that life, right? It was that life. Now, these days, social media, everybody can touch each other. Everyone's so close. Oh yeah, I'm in Korea. Oh yeah, I'm in Japan. Oh yeah, I'm in India. Oh yeah, I'm in, New Delhi. Oh yeah, I'm right down the street. I mean, it's like no one. It's like it's overlooked as something that's so endearing because it's so common. But it's kind of cool both aspects because we are so interconnected much more through social media that we're able to learn from each other, like I just mentioned, right? And little things. And when my video goes out, like who knows who it'll reach? I'm excited to get that back, you know? Whether you leave a comment or don't leave a comment, I would love if you leave a comment. We can continue having the conversation in the comment section, But I think it's so awesome that we get a chance to show up for one another. So I want you to show up for yourself. We only have one life to live. So you get one life, one set of years, one body, and one chance to love yourself. You get one chance to love what you do, and you get one chance to build what you're here to build and leave something behind that matters. And I'm not talking about in the midst of while you're building and these different chances you get within yourself of like, oh, this failed and I try to get into this failed and I try to get in this failed type thing. I'm talking about like we get this, I'm talking about in totality. You understand? We only get this one life. This is it. You only die once. We're not dying 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We die once. So the goal isn't the perfection. Oh, I'm loving this right now. The goal is movement. Get busy, not busy. Get productive. Get intentional. Because you want to make sure you do the thing, make the call, start the project, heal the wound, forgive, even if it's just for you. You're not promised later. All you have is now. And I truly believe in that. And I have spoken to those that have felt indifferent about me, and they feel indifferent about me. I can't change that. But I made sure I said my piece and said my love, because I wouldn't be me if I didn't. And if they even wanted to have a conversation and talk to me today, I was like, cool. We only have this one life. We only get this one time. Sorry. Just thought about my sister. Just like she just came over me or something. These are her earrings. It's just the little things. We have to show up for ourselves. We have to show up for ourselves. And not in a vain way. I'm talking about we're showing up for him ultimately. But he needs us to show up and get it done now. It doesn't have to be perfect. And some people say, you have some who feel like, oh, you have to do it like this. It should look a certain way, you know. And someone's like, just show up. And that's what I'm just saying. Just show up and make the move. Because Les Brown, he always says when he speaks, the richest place, and I know he's not the only one that said it, so many other great speakers have said it, the richest place in the world is the cemetery of all those dreams and hopes and desires that never got completed or never got a chance to even get into his infantry stage and toddler stage and grow legs and walk or whatever. So for my outro, you know, when we ask, why do we wait until it's too late? We have to be honest with ourselves. We wait because we're afraid, or we're distracted, or because we don't think it's that serious yet. Maybe it's like, it's not that big. It's just that little thing that I was thinking it's not that. And it is. Life is serious. You are serious. You have one life to live, and live it with urgency, without a doubt. Not just reaction. That's for sure. So as always, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Question everything, starting with why. Because why is always the question. All right? And I'm out, y'all. Have a good one. Get busy. Peace.